Hey, what is happening, you plump Pikachu? So last night on the Champions League stream, the Japanese tournament stream, they revealed some new cards that we're going to be getting in the Scarlet and Violet EX base set coming out in March. Some of them are reprints, and one of them is maybe one of the best cards of all time. Let's go ahead, let's take a look at them. I'll give you my thoughts. Let's do it. All right, so let's start off by taking a look at some of these reprints. The Ultra Ball and the research we already talked about the other day in a video. And then we also got Pokemon Catcher, Energy Search, and Crushing Hammer, which I'm sure most, if not all of you, are familiar with. I saw a lot of people not enjoying the fact that they reprinted Crushing Hammer, but I actually think Crushing Hammer has been a pretty solid card that actually boosts some decks' viability in formats and really is rarely a super toxic card. We had its moment recently in the Eternatus Pikarom, where every deck was like playing for Crushing Hammer. But besides that, I feel like Crushing Hammer is rarely a super toxic card, and most of the time just kind of allows decks to have a little bit more viability in format. So I'm actually fine with the Crushing Hammer reprint. Yeah, a lot of people on Twitter didn't seem happy about it, but I'm kind of fine with it. Same with Pokemon Catcher, and Energy Search has kind of been a staple for a while, so don't hate seeing the Energy Search reprint. And Pokemon Catcher, once again, not a super toxic card unless it's the only Gust effect in the format, but I'm sure we'll be getting a reprint of Boss's Orders if we haven't already. Has that already been leaked? I'm like losing my mind right now. I don't even remember. I don't know, but yeah, as long as Pokemon Catcher isn't the only Gust effect in the format, it's never really that toxic, so I'm fine with the Pokemon Catcher reprint as well. And the last reprint to talk about is Nest Ball. Now, some of you who are watching this might not know what Nest Ball does, but this is a reprint. It was printed back in the Sun and Moon era. It's an item card that allows you to search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench. So a powerful Pokemon search card, not the same as Quick Ball. Quick Ball allows you to discard cards and also can put cards into your hand, which then allows you to utilize powerful abilities like Luminion or Crobat V, whereas the Nest Ball puts the Pokemon directly onto the bench, so you don't have any chance to utilize the Pokemon with coming into play abilities from the hand. But you don't have to discard a card to get the basic Pokemon you're getting. But also, sometimes discarding cards is a pretty powerful effect as well. So, a little bit different than Quick Ball, but I wouldn't say necessarily better or worse. But a powerful Pokemon search card nonetheless that we're getting in the base set of Scarlet and Violet, which makes sense. It is a base set that usually gives us a ton of powerful utility cards in these base sets, so no surprise to see something like this coming at us in the Scarlet and Violet base set. Now the new cards, now these first two are not the broken one, we'll get to that one in a second. The first one is Penny. Return one of your basic Pokemon in play and all cards attached to it to your hand. We've seen cards similar to this in the past, like AZ and Acerola, and they've always been strong, powerful cards, so I expect Penny to see some play definitely. At some point, I've already been kind of theorizing something like an Arcanine V deck with Penny could be really, really good. I don't know. It definitely seems strong. I definitely expect it to see some play in decks throughout its time in the standard format. So definitely going to be a strong one. Then we have Jack. Search your deck for up to 2 evolution Pokemon cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. A little bit slow for a supporter card. I don't really see this one seeing a ton of play unless the format in general kind of slows down a ton and there's really not that much Pokemon search in the format. Once we're like a rotation or two into the EX format, I could see Jack being solid, but as of right now, it seems like it's definitely a little bit too slow, but you never know. We'll have to see. Arvin. Search your deck for an item card and a Pokemon tool card, reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. A new change coming with Scarlet and Violet is Pokemon tool cards will no longer be item cards. They'll specifically be tool cards, I think. I actually don't know the official name of what they will be. I think they'll just be tool cards, though. They won't be item cards anymore, so they'll be a little bit different. Anything that searches for an item card won't be able to search for a tool card anymore. So that might mean they might start printing more powerful tool cards. I'm not quite sure. But that'll be an interesting change to the game nonetheless, and will be interesting to see how it affects it. So Arvin actually seems like a pretty solid supporter card, especially if tool cards become super powerful. Also being able to search for an item card, Arvin could actually be a solid supporter coming up with Scarlet and Violet. And then the tool card, Stone Breastplate. Damage done to your fighting Pokemon this card is attached to by your opponent's Pokemon's attacks is reduced by 30 damage. 30 damage reduction is pretty solid, especially with no other extra requirements necessary besides being able to put it on a fighting Pokemon. The Stone Breastplate definitely seems super solid. Excited to try this out in some fighting decks when it comes out. And the broken card that was revealed is the Electricity Generator. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose 2 basic lightning energy cards, and attach them to your bench lightning Pokemon in any way you like, then shuffle the remaining cards into your deck. That is an absurdly powerful card. Being able to take 2 basic energies off an item card and put them onto your bench Pokemon, specifically lightning Pokemon, and it specifically does have to be lightning energy, but that's insanely powerful. We used to have a card, Max Elixir, quite a while ago that looks at the top 6 cards of your deck, and you can take any basic fighting energy you found there and attach it to one of your bench basic Pokemon. Being able to take any 2 basic lightning energy cards and attach them to your bench lightning Pokemon that's just absurdly powerful. This card is going to be insane in lightning decks, and definitely keep lightning decks viable and powerful throughout its existence, almost for sure. Insanely powerful card. It is limited to lightning Pokemon, and it is only allows you to attach a bench lightning Pokemon, so the restrictions of it I think will keep it balanced. Probably overall it'll make lightning decks very good, but probably not too much more broken than some of the other powerful decks in the format when this does release. So I'm actually excited for this card. I don't think it's actually broken. I've been seeing a lot of people freak out on Twitter about this one. I do think it is insanely powerful. Could be one of the best cards of all time for sure, but I don't think it's going to be too ridiculously broken. Of course, I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. I don't want another, S tier deck type situation because of this card. So hopefully it's just a really strong card, makes lightning decks really, really good, but not inherently broken. It just kind of keeps them up there at the top tier alongside some hopefully other cool, powerful decks when Scarlet and Violet does release in March. And that's all the new cards we've got to reveal to us right now. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of other ones coming up, so stay tuned for that, and I'll be covering them here on the YouTube channel as they get revealed and giving my thoughts. Overall, all of these are super interesting and cool. The reprints are okay. The Nest Ball is interesting. They did have to give us some kind of Pokemon search here. Going to Scarlet and Violet, Nest Ball has always been a powerful card when it was legal, so we'll see how good it is, how it holds up with its new release or its re-release reprint in Scarlet and Violet. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know in the comment section, do you think the electrifying or electricity generator is gonna be broken, solid? What about the other cards? What do you guys think? Catch you all in the next one. Peace.